Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purposes only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signals as long as you are on a sim. Today, it was an extreme volatility earlier today, European hours, and it was with the DAX and the Globex market, the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, Russell, there were extreme volatility today. Finally, a few minutes ago, we start having a little breakout. But today, you have to approach the market extremely cautious and don't be everywhere in the market because it is a lot of volatility and a lot of chop in the market. For the ones that just join us, we're going to be covering some of the automated trades, and but first we will we cover different kind of automated, just a normal automated trades, and we had beautiful runs on the CL. I don't think so. You can see those numbers. And we broke even on the CL, but we will cover all those normal automated trade. First, let's talk about the signals. For the ones that just joined us, you can follow those signals from, if you look at the market analyzer from the left upper market here, market analyzer. This is an empty column here where you will see the new signal. As an example here, the ES will give you a buy signal, entry at 32.8925 and target 32.9675. And the market analyzer is based on one signal. As an example here, the market analyzer, when plot the new signal, we have 10 ticks in the profit. And if we look at the blue chart, we have two contracts, so there is 20 ticks into the profit, as you see here. So the blue charts is connected to the market analyzer, but the market analyzer, it is based on one contract. At the moment, from the last entry signal, we have 438 ticks into the profit, and we have already crossed the $5,000 base on the last entry signal. What really helped us when finally the DAX today started breaking out, but in the morning it was horrible and a lot of chops on the DAX. So then the DAX start boost up a little bit, and that helped us a little bit getting on the right things. On the right corner, also here, on the right upper corner, there is a new signal. You will see the new signal here. And this is based on the scalper. And the scalper here, there is 113 ticks into the profit on the scalper. And we will be covering the scalpers as well. I will show you some of those trades if we look. Okay, we have a trace on the scalper. We use this. All of it has an automated trade, and on the signal we have 4 different automated trade: pullback, re-entry, ATM strategy, and fully automated. And as you see here, as an example on the YM, this is your YM on the market analyzer on the right upper corner. There is 27 ticks into the profit. On the YM as an example, and 150 on the automated trade. We are using 2 contracts, and it is 30-second 2 contracts, and now we are up to almost $300 on that one here. If we look to something else, if we want to look at the NASDAQ was much higher. But if we look, guys, this is trading without the fibs. You're going to be a nightmare trader. 92.84, there is a heavy resistance, and 92.87 for the Nasdaq trader, there is a heavy resistance. The system will plot automatically where you need to enter automatically. You don't have to do anything to the chart. You don't have to draw any lines to the chart. It just full automated, or you can use an ATM. I personally like the ATM because I can drag the trailing stop loss, or I can increase my target if I like to. So for me, ATM, it is my best offer. And then let's look at the Russell. We have a trade on the Russell. It's not going very well. It is a break even, but there is not going anywhere. It is an extreme chop market today. So we will be covering also the different automated we have. For the symmetry today, automated trade, is all of it is on the same Autotrade as I7. And from the early start, we were doing extremely well, and there is no losing trade. It was killing it on the CL, and then all of a sudden we had one losing trade right there. On the ES, I think it's the same story. All day long, it's been a very beautiful trades. Even on the symmetry, it is a very chop market today, but we managed to survive on the symmetry, and it seems like I did not. I will go ahead and turn them on, but this is really very good trades on the symmetry, and we will. It survived this horrible volatility earlier today. I mean, it was a nightmare today. As we see, we have the ES, I'm sorry, just ignite a trade on the short side. That I can be related to, because what happened today, a few minutes ago, the market just break out, and if we look at the ES from the technical side, always we have to look at the chart to see what's going on and why your auto trade is making money and why your auto trade is not making money. We have the most advanced auto trades ever coming out. So it's not about auto trades, it's about how the market reacting. If we look at this system here on the blue chart, we have an entry signal, we have a target, the system plotted right away and telling us where. I was a little bit more optimistic. I thought it's going to have a breakout, but it didn't. But the system plot your trade and plot where you need to exit on that trade automatically right at the target. But then that's why I like to use the ATM, because I can increase the target if I want to. One of the things, if we notice on the ES, that's why we have the fib package separately from the full package. Because this will give a little bit more for a guy don't have the money, or would like to have the fibs separately. We have the fibs separately for the advanced traders, not the automatic traders. Anyway, if we look what's going on the ES, we had a beautiful breakout. There is no problem on the breakout, and then if we look here, there is a huge resistance line, and we know immediately that auto trade is going to struggle at 32.94, and then we have some system a plot reversal. Those reversal are not a repaint reversal. When there is a reversal, means there is a reversal. So it is very loud and clear what's going on the ES for the ES trader at the moment. As we see, there is a double resistance at 32.94 and 32.95, and this is where the problem at. And it's going to be hard to break the 32.94. If we break the 32.94, that means we are climbing straight to the target at 32.96. So it all depends what's going on. The Nasdaq, if you want to follow the Nasdaq, this is the entry right here on the Nasdaq. What is the problem? Again, guys, if you don't keep your eye on the fibs, you are totally lost in this business. You have to always have good wheels. If you don't have a good wheels on a car, you cannot go anywhere, even if the car is nice and clean and shiny. So your movement, your wheels is your fib, and without the fib, you're not going anywhere with any kind of auto trade, or you don't know what's going on. As we see, we have the entry signal on the Nasdaq at 92.72 level, followed by immediate resistance line. As you see, this is a struggling market, and now what it does is connected to this ES. Whether you are an ES trader, because you hear sometimes a guy saying, I'm not an ES trader, I'm a Nasdaq trader. Well, you still have to look at the ES. The ES is an oxygen for the YM and the Nasdaq. So it's all based on the technical side. If this ES is going to break those, the Nasdaq can go back and forth. But when the ES has to break major numbers, the Nasdaq stops. Most of the time, the Nasdaq stops until that area has been confirmed. And as long as this ES is struggling on that resistance line, the Nasdaq is not going to go anywhere. Once we see this ES breaking this technical area, is all right now the magic number. The magic number, folks, on the ES, it is 32.9450. If this number is not breaking, neither your auto trade, your trading style, your whatnots, whatever you have, nothing is going to happen. This market is going to drop. And then technically, this market is not able to go further up. And then we are going to go and dive in problems again. Like what we have experienced earlier today. So whether we like the ES or not, we have to love Mr. 007 here, ES, and we have to respect this ES because it is the best signal in the house. If this ES is struggling, the whole market is struggling. And as we see, let me show you the track, guys. I mean, this is a free education, and you're not going to get it anywhere like this. If you notice now, the ES has dropped. I don't want to look at the money. I want to know why I'm making money, why I'm losing money. And if we look here, the ES came in 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. And then when we are talking about it, this is the 5th time. And it fell to break this magic number in the market at the moment is 32.9450. What happened when the ES has fell to break that, this is immediately get it translated to Nasdaq and YM. And it is very obvious. So your ES, it is the best signal in the house, and you have to have a proper fibs. You need to know when this auto trade taking a trade, you need to know where is this destination on that trade. Let me show you a small example. This is, let me see if I can find something here on the ES. This is, well, this one here to close the trade. But this is the scalping on 30 seconds. And if we look, it is the same level on it. And there is a lot of resistance, and it couldn't go all the way up. So let me try to see if we can find anything. Let's look at the Nasdaq and see if it's still on that trade. Yeah. And here is your translation to the ES. Because the ES fell, and there we go, your Nasdaq trade was all the way up to a couple of $300, and now start sinking in, and we are waiting on Mr. 007 ES here, James Bond, to see if he's going up or down, and there is nothing we do. So on the symmetry, as we see right now, start the symmetry, taking advantage. This is the new auto trade I7, and all morning has been in extreme trades on it. Now close the second trade and is about to close the third and the fourth trade. And this is a really, it is based on fibs. I mean, You cannot get away with it. Fibs is your bread in this business. A good fibs, not a used fibs from a used store. You know, they sell furniture on the side, used furniture on the side. I mean, you have to have a proper. Let me see. Okay. We are about to close those trade, and we here we go. You see how this market's struggling? Let's look in details, especially to our traders. I don't want you to just blindfold yourself and auto trade. I would like you to understand what's going on in this trade, and maybe if you want to, you can close position. There is a button on the top. You can say close position and save yourself on that trade. Or if you want to, you can say, take it this one down and say, you know what, the break even, I already made $800 on the other two trades. So let me see. Now I'm safe, and let me see if I can take this trade and get it over with. If we are closing the third trade, so we are already into the safe haven with that. So there is no big deal. Let's see if we are going to close on that trade. The CL, we've been having a very good run on the CL, and the CL just hit the target on the signal. If we look on the CL, we nailed 760 on the swing trading. We'll put it at the support line. If we look at the CL, we had an entry on the market analyzer 5110 and 50 32 was the target, and it is right on the target like this. Look at it. It's 750 based on one contract, and this is exactly what you have, the auto trade based on one contract. We are on we hit the target, and if you want to, you can close it, or if you want to keep it, you can keep it. Okay, the symmetry is still smoothing out, and you can see those entry, and let's see if we can take the straights on the symmetry. We had a run this morning, and before I came into the webinar, I restarted those auto trade again. So it's hanging in the air. Okay. It's a superb entry. Okay, it's done. Well, I'm so glad it's done. I override this auto trade and broke it even and close it. 737 on that trade. And we have down 160 on the CL, and that's okay. But on that trade, 737 almost hit the thousand, and we will be looking at. So we're gonna stay on a standby. The market is really chop, and okay, finally the look. The ES for the ES traders, we're not out of. Look at this. You have a projection at 392.25, followed by a double for a resistance, and followed by a double resistance. As you see here, when the market is a chop, those lines gets closer to each other, and if we are taking that trade, or if you are long on the ES, you have to understand the first problem you're gonna have is 92.25. So if you are on the trade, you better start try to cash in here, or try to close. If you are on two contract, close one and leave one as a runner in case. But this is a very critical area, 32.92.75. I think the CL is done to the downside. Now start the symmetry taking the opposite direction, short, long, and is about to start roll to the long side. And those entries you don't mess with. They are extremely accurate. They are based on fibs, so we'll see what the outcome on those as well. Not much going on. I will be quiet for a little bit and see how the market. If you are an ES trader, try to keep your eye on 32.92.25 market on your chart, please. And the 32.92.75 market on your chart. Once we break those two, you're going to have another problem on the ES. It is 32.94. And this is how it is in pieces. The market is in pieces and the price level. Once we cross one level, we deal with the second level. We cross that bridge when we get there. We cross the bridge when we get there. Now, if we look on the ES, it's trying to break those area. Once we break those area, we start to worry about the next bridge. It is in a bridge. It is in a price level. Once we deal with one line, we cross it, Then we go ahead, we tackle the second one until we climb to our target. That's how it works, folks. There is no free money or easy money. You have to look at it. For the symmetry, now it is, actually they are very good because they give a pretty good signal where we're going in the market. And what did I do? Okay, so now we are on the second trades on the symmetry, and we had a lousy trade back then on the CL, and now as we see, the ES made 737 at the start, and now we are about to climb the $1,000 on the ES, and we are done with the symmetry I7 automated trade, and we are done with the ES. Struggling on the CL, but what happened, I got a new update today and has messed up all my template. I didn't have time to readjust my templates, but so because we are every day we are updating that system every single day, and so we are about to break. Let me see the ES, CL. Okay, we will keep you updated on this to see what's going on this one. Not much going on. Okay, there we go. If this ES able to break the 32.94, we're gonna have breathe air in the market, and that's mean we are going straight to the 32.98. And if we break it, that will be really nice. If we can break on the ES, the 32.94 is gonna give us breathe on the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ is gonna cross the 92.75. Once we break the last bumper on the ES, it is 32.94, then we are in the right proper direction. As we see right now on the symmetry, it start kicking in the symmetry, and we are on the ES. We crossed the $1,000. We started around 9:30, and the CL it is recovering from one losing trade earlier today, so we are up to 1357 based on two instruments only. Based on two instruments. Beautiful. Close the second one, and we are about to close the third one. Now we have one left on the CL, and one. Well, the CL broke even, so let me see if it's gonna make it. A good trader, not a good trader can recognize. It's not because he's trading a 1 minute or 15 minutes more. Than a good trader can recognize there is a problem in the market. A good trader is knowing when he is in trouble and try to be building out of it, and when the market is giving us trouble. This is a good trader when he can recognize this market is a trouble today, this market is trending today, how to get out of a situation. That is a good trader. Not a good trader because he can make $1,000 a day, because he can lose it tomorrow if he do not recognize what's going on in the market. A good trader is not the one who make $1,000 every day. A good trader, how we can be stable and even making $500 a day, but at least he knows when there is a problem in the market and how to get out of trouble when the market is getting us in trouble. Every trader gets in trouble. I get in trouble, you get in trouble, every trader will get in trouble, and there is no mercy. There is nothing in this business you're not gonna get in trouble. Nothing. There is nothing you can prevent. On a day like this, 75% of traders are in trouble already. 75% of the traders today, they have lost big chunk of their account, and there is no mercy in here. So we closed the ES on a 1300. We still have the CL, I think, on one trade, and this is it. For a guy, when he sees this market is not tradable today, and you built out of it, because look, there is a lot of ups and down. Then you know what, you call it off and you say, I'm done for today, is over. That's what I call a good trader. As we said to you guys, if the market able to break that last place, so the market, it will go straight to the target, and that exactly happened. It came in right to the target where the system estimated it was 32.97. That is power. That is the power to know where is this future market going, not what has happened. Anyone can see what happened, but I need to know where this market is going if we break that level, and that is going to separate a good trader from a clumsy one. He is all over the place and getting pissed everywhere. And you should not be pissed, because you should say, I need to open my eye and understand what's going on. Being pissed and mad is not gonna get you anywhere. And there we go. We're about to close on the symmetry, the last trade on that. Super. 1,590 from around 9:15 until now, and this is not bad at all. And I'm gonna keep it running. And the ES, we had a brutal losing trade today, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 winning trade non-stop. And this one here, it was at midnight, but from 5 o'clock morning, that Autotrade did not lose any trade on the ES, and we just restarted at 9:15, around 9:15, and it did very well. So 1590, you're done. You're a happy camper. So let's go back to the signal here. I want to know what's going on in the signal. We have delivered to the target as estimated. It could be a very push up on the ES to the 32.9850. Gentlemen, it's 10:32. If this ES break or hit the 32.98, there is nothing left to trade on the ES. Leave the crumbs to the amateur and don't even put your head in it. It's done. It's finished. It's over. Not unless some kind of major news is going to come and give us a boost up. Technically, you are done for the ES, and there is nothing to trade on the ES. It's finished. It's done. It's over. Whoever took that trade, he took it, and whoever did not take that trade, there is another day to live and take another trade. But technically, that ES is over and done by now. It's finished, gentlemen. Please try to learn those levels. Please don't say, well, I'm auto trading. It's not my problem. It is your problem, sir. Whether you are auto trading, manual trading, it's right in front of you. It's not costing you any money. Look at it. Take it or leave it, but look at it. So on the CL, for the CL trader, we already have hit the target, as we have showed you on the 5-10 minutes on the, everything is recorded. Whatever we say, you go back and watch it. We already hit the target, and now the CL could go retest the 50.37, but it is over. And the ES is finished. Let me see. The YM, let me look on the YM trade. Look at this. The YM came in and hit right to the target in conjunction with your fib line. It's done, it's over. I increased the target because I cannot keep up with all the charts. But for you as an individual trader, you can keep up with a 3-4 chart. But I'm chatting on Skype. I'm covering 20 different systems. I'm covering 20 different things. So I'm all over the place, and I cannot keep up with everything. It is very hard, especially it is live on a YouTube. It's not pre-recorded, for the convenience. So now there is two options on that one here. On the YM, NASDAQ, where do you want me to get out of the NASDAQ? I'll tell you where you want to get out of the NASDAQ. It's right here. It's finished. Right there. Right below that fib line. The system. Let's see if this Autotrade is going to give us more on the ES. But the system has put it, estimated, and this one here want to jump. Okay, let's give. That's why I like the ATM on cases like this when the market is running. Maybe I get more. I don't know. But technically, I mean, the system is estimating on the NASDAQ, on the market analyzer, to buy at 92.7175, target 93.07. This is how the system signal has estimated. But technically, it's going to be a problem with that because the ES has already all the way on the top, and there is a double resistance here. So for more advanced trader, you're not gonna able to get this target. Maybe you will get it at 92.9950. That will be the proper target for you. It's up to you if you want to do that, but or you can leave it as is. Actually, the NASDAQ, I have it on a full automated. I cannot mess with the trailing stop. Let me show you something, guys. This is the same system, the same entry. If we look at the ES, I can go back and say, you know what, increase my target. On this one, I think it is on a fully automated. Let me see. Can I increase my target? Okay, I can. Oh yeah, I cannot decrease my target, but I can increase my target. So this is the way it's supposed to be. Okay, yes, that's true. So if you wanted to close a profit, you need to take the trailing stop wherever you put them, because I'm using the V17. Wherever you put them, then when the fib lines come in to your trailing stop, he will lift them automatically from wherever you put them. So the V17, you cannot decrease the target. It'll go back automatically, but allowed you to increase the target. We did this on purpose. But you can increase your trailing stop. So if you wanted to protect yourself and you wanted to make it tight, then you can drag those trailing stop all the way to this bar and protect your profit, whether it's $600, $700, or $800 on those trades. So this is wonderful to protect your profit if you want it to be protected. Okay, guys, we'll take a 5 minutes break and get fresh coffee. Be right back. Thank you. I want to show you the scalper. The scalper on the total amount here is 316 ticks into the profit based on the last entry signal. On the market analyzer on the left corner, 632 ticks based on the last entry signal, not the whole day. And on the scalper, let me show you, on the NASDAQ, what is nice, I like it personally. I don't know about the others, but what is nice, I like about that when you are using an ATM and the market is trending, is an advantage to you to turn the scalper to swing trading. And as you see this one here, I'm not doing anything to it. The automated trade is moving the trailing stop based on the fib line, and the target has estimated exactly where the system. But I can increase it if this market want to give more. I can increase it more and take more trades, or you know. So this is a really a good advantage. Let's look at the gold. On the gold also, the scalper is an amazing. On the gold one trade, we are about to hit the around $700-800 on the trade on the gold. So this is amazing. And if you want to use the 15 seconds, you can use the 15 seconds. But this is really very nice trade, and you know, you're done for today. Based on those trades, you're done and you're finished. Okay, 5 minutes break. I'll be right back. Thank you. You know, this is what happened on a Friday. If you remember, guys, you see the target one. Look what time is it? It's 10:46. This is an institutional number. Profit taken on the first target. The second target is 3306. And once we hit the first target, by the resistance line, the market now starts sinking because of profit taken. Does not mean you have a short in here. And this is very, very important not to think there is a short. It is a profit taken by this institutional target number. And those here, not too many people knows about those. They've been around for 20 years. And the reason not too many people knows about it, that's why they still working. And those very, very important numbers. Let me show you our test on that system we have built. This is how we do our test. And if we look on the first line, we don't use ticks. We don't use on this test. We only use minutes, and the minutes can give you the true identity of that auto trade on all different time frame, whether it's working or not. I was using this one here, the first one. I was using it earlier this morning, and I didn't want it, the CL on 1 minute, and I was done with it, 800, and I didn't want to mess with it anymore because it was good enough for me. Anyway, but on this one here, let me show you how we are doing the test to see why we are very cautious about auto trades, not line break, whatever that is. Tick chart, I respect tick chart, I respect range, but you cannot give a client 1 day tick chart and 1 day rank bar and 1 day line break and 1 day 277 ticks and the other day is 150 ticks. That means that auto trade is not stable. But what we do the test, how we do the test, we do the testing. This is a testing area. And on the first column here, we test the 1 minute, the first line. The second line here, we test the 2 minutes, CL, NASDAQ, ES. And I'm testing them this way so I can see how this auto trade is functioning. And then I'm testing the 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and the CL 3 minutes, and then the 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes, and then the 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. After 4,000 entries on this one here, I can determine if this auto trade needs to be fixed or not to our clients. I can determine if the CL, like what I have done this morning, I can determine where I'm going to put my money on the CL. So this is a test area, but after you've been running the system, then you know, like as an example, I know already the 2 minute NASDAQ, it is a winner. And what we do, we flatten out everything when the market close, and then we do another test on the Globex for people in Australia, Thailand. We have everywhere, Europeans hour. So we study the European hours, how this auto trade behave. We study overnight Globex, how it's doing. We study when the market is open, USA, how the market is handling. So this is where we get educated about that auto trade. I have a gentleman one time on the phone said why we need to get educated, and for many million reasons, but at least for us, we like to get educated to see how that auto trade is handling on a volatility market, how it is the market. Um, I don't care when the market is moving as much as I care when the market, like today, extreme chop, and we need to approach that problem. As an example here, when our client should be trading that auto trade, and we've been taking as an example, let's take any of those charts here, and if we look, we have the entry from 51.14 and has not closed yet. So this will give, and of course we have the buttons on it, and we have the buttons on it, and let me show you. This is the testing area, but it is the same amount, almost the same amount on my computer here. And for the clients, when he sees there is over $1,000 on the trade, if you want to close it, let me show you something. Here is the button on the top, close. Takes 1 millisecond, and we close that trade. So he can override that auto trade without getting messed up, and if you wanted to have him the auto trade to keep running. So this is where we are constantly very busy testing, adjusting, programming, because in this market you have to deliver it to the client in the friendly way. The auto trade not every client knows how to deal with the market. They just wanted to auto trade. So we are done with that section where depending on the client to do the optimization and tweaking, it don't work, because we have learned a lot the last 10 years. When you have a large number of traders, you cannot keep up with every single trader, and you have some people has no knowledge whatsoever, and they can rack any boat, they can rack any system of the lack of knowledge. So our mission is with that auto trade, for this new guy cannot see how the market is functioning, how to simplify the trades for him, and try to tell him that you cannot trade 24/7, and you cannot trade 24/7, because right now, as an example, this market start dying on us one more time, and it will be nice if we nail this $1,000 or the $500 to stop trading. If you don't do that, there is no system is gonna hold for you. As we see here, as an example with the ES, we know on the target 1, it is an institutional number, profit taking, and we already claimed and told you that is going to be a problem. Where is the problems? We told you where is the Nasdaq going to have a problem right here. And now, as you see, this market starts sinking, and it is profit taking, and God knows where we are going with that. So we can see this market is a bit dying on us, and whoever like what we told you on the ES, whoever took those trade on the ES, he got away with it today. And whoever stayed in the market, boy, he is in trouble. Boy, he is in trouble big time. So technically it's done. The ES technically is done with the NASDAQ. And whoever made money today made money, and who didn't make money didn't make money. There is another day to make money. It's 11 o'clock, and if there is nothing going to drive the market, then it is done. If there is some news coming out, it will be maybe some movement, but why take any chances on that, you know? As we see the symmetry again start. One more time, we had this trades. You've been following all those trades on the symmetry, and also same auto trade, and now we have non-stop winning trades, and now decided to take a short trade. So that will put us on a different racket on this ES, and took a short trade at 32.96. It is amazing. So this is something it is really something on this. You have the signal is taking a long when the market was trending, and the symmetry is actually in a way is reversing on the fib line. So when the ES start taking on the symmetry short trade, does mean you better close your signal. Even if you have it on a demo, the symmetry, once you see the symmetry start taking a short trade, does mean you need to exit. If, like in this case, you did not hit the target on the ES, and it was a profit taken on target one, and then you can predict it. Even a guy is not a weasel in the market, he still can rely on the other signals to survive for that day. And this is really, really, really important. Survivable. It is day by day. It is key factor in the trading. On the CL, let me give you the idea on the CL. On the CL, we have a re-entry point, as you see on your chart, 50, 75, 75, 50, 75, followed by those double resistance. There is no long trade on the CL. Again, there is no long trade on the CL from now till rest of the session till 12 o'clock. There is no long trade on the CL. It's only short. There is nothing. Technically, there is nothing on the CL long. Nothing at all. It's only short on the CL, and it is a 50.75 short. 50.81 is a pullback re-entry short, and there is nothing on the CL you want to call long on that one. So keep in your mind the CL is only on the short trade only. If we are going to be stopped out on the CL at 50.67, don't even bother. Leave the CL alone. Well, of course, the Renko bar is different. Is on a different planet. The Renko bar, and we have made the Renko bar for some clients we want. They wanted the Renko bar, and the Renko bar is on total different planet. But you know, there we go. We closed on the signal, and of course the CL on the Renko bar taking long. All right. There is a new signal on the 30-year Treasury bond buy, which is going to force the ES going short. Which the symmetry already took a short on that, and on the symmetry now we are up to 1,400, 1,500 from 9 o'clock, 9:15, and as you remember, when an hour ago we have told you the target is right here at 93.17, and this is where the system estimated you have to exit on the Nasdaq. But if we said that 1 hour ago, you can go back to the video and confirm everything we say here. We said there is a problem right there at 93.0125 and 99. I doubt it very serious we're going to cross this on the Nasdaq. Very serious. Not if some kind of breaking news, but it's not going to do the trick. On the YM, if there's any YM trader out there, you're done. There is nothing left on the YM. If the ES broke this 99 level and 3325, we climb into the 3304 to the target 2 is 1117. This is target 2 for the institutional numbers. But if we're not able to break those area here, that's mean it's off for today. There is nothing left for today. It's finished. So we will see if this levels. Actually, the Nasdaq we just hit in the target 2, and it's going to be profit taking. Look at this. Here is target 2, and I doubt it if this Nasdaq gonna. I'll be surprised, but 93.2375. This is where the system estimate you need to exit. I doubt it. We're gonna make it. It's 1118. Target 2 hit and target 1 hit on the ES. Target 2 on the ES did not make it so far. I don't know yet. We'll see. For the scalpers, we are on a cruise with the scalper. There is no trade on the ES. The scalper is connected to this market analyzer. The market analyzer is based on 30 seconds, and the charts are based on 30 seconds. So the Nasdaq is doing very fine. We are on the scalper 830. On the CL, there is no trades. On the CL, no, there is trade. Oh man, look at the CL, how much resistance we have on the way up. It's not going to make it above 50.81. It's not. ES, there is no trade. It's already done. Russell, we're struggling on the Russell. Gold, we're sinking back in. And there is a lot of things affecting the market, but the main things been we did not get in trouble like some other guys, and this is the main things. So I'm curious right now if we are going to cross those key level on the ES 32.99 and 32.33.25. If we cross those two lines, we climb into the 33.04. If it's not, kiss this market goodbye for the rest of the from now till 12 o'clock. So it all depends on those key on the ES 32.99. If it's not gonna make it, the Nasdaq has already hit target 2. Is going to be profit taking on the target 2. Absolutely, this Nasdaq is gonna pull back on the based on the profit taking. So we are right at the edge. Either make it or break it. Very simple. As you see how the Nasdaq came in, there is a double resistant target 2, and if we look, examine what's going on, and you can see the profit taking, and we know it before it happened. And let's see if look, it's right at the target 2. Is 1121. mission accomplished. So let's see. Very, very critical area here. Keep your eye on the ES 32.99, and if we break that resistance 32.99, the next level we need to deal with is 3300. If we break the 3300, this means this Nasdaq is gonna go and climb all the way to the target 93.28, and keep your eye on the 3300 level. There is a small delay. It's not from us, from YouTube. Sometimes we get a delay, few seconds here and there, and there is nothing we can do, folks. It is from the YouTube. It depends. I don't know how, but sometimes we get a few milliseconds delayed, and let's see the Nasdaq now trying to break the target too. Let's see if this ES break in the 33 level. If it's not, everything gonna sink back again. And if we look, this is where we do the testing. The ES is already took those long trade, and the 4 minutes already 1,000. The 2 minutes already 950, and it seems like the 1 minute already just took a trade. But look, the Nasdaq really did not close, make a daily target today. On the CL, we are done on 1,280, and of course the ES, we are done with the ES. But the Nasdaq today was a struggling market. On the Nasdaq on all time frame, you can see the Nasdaq was, but actually we did very well on the signal with the Nasdaq. So let me show you the Nasdaq on our system here. Both on the 2 minutes and the 1 minute did very well. For some reason on the server didn't, but this is the last entry on the Nasdaq. On the 1 minute is 1,460. On the last trade on the 2 minutes is 1,490. Almost the same. Ain't bad. Okay, you see where the ES been stop. So right now it is either make it or break it. Here's your ES. We're talking about the 33 level. Either gonna make the Nasdaq sink, and there we go. And if the ES not able to make it, everything gonna sink in the market. Whoever made money made money. Whoever did not did not. And this is a long shot. And if the ES not able to break the 3,325, a lot of amateur traders, whether they are auto trading or manual or hand trading, they're gonna be butchered with their account uh, because there is nothing left actually, and they're gonna get in trouble. Absolutely, they will get in trouble because right now you cannot anymore read the market. It's not readable. The only thing is the key, and it is very important to know what's going on in the market. The key is 3,300. If we break the 3,300, we're gonna go up to 1,500 on the ES, or maybe 2,000 on the ES. But you have 1,000 in your hand. Why risking it? It doesn't make sense to me. And that's how it is. On the symmetry, it seems like we are going short on the CL. So right here, okay, there we go. The ES 33.25. This is the key. You see where the ES, folks, 33.25. That is the magic number in the market at the moment. This is the magic market. This is the 3,325 is going to be either the oxygen for the YM and NASDAQ, or it's going to kill the YM and the NASDAQ. That magic number is 33,025. If the ES able to break it, we are going to get a home run. And if the ES cannot hold above the 33,025, kiss this market goodbye from now till 12 o'clock. It is sitting right there, and we cannot do anything about it. It's all depend on, look at this. Look at this magic. Once you understand that market, you fall in love with it, like when you are a teenager and fall in love with a girl. You cannot go wrong with it. And the symmetry is start giving us an earlier short trade, and we'll see. Let me look at the CL. Look at this, guys. If you go back to the video, I said don't go long on the CL half an hour ago. If you look at the system here, of course, experience can outrun any automatic system. I was not paying attention. We had a long signal on the CL. If you go back to the video, I told you do not take long trade on the CL. It's going to be losing trade, and you're looking at it. And I told you specifically there is a lot of resistance area here, and it's not going to make it, and it did not make it. So knowledge in the market is gonna, like what we have said right now on the ES, 330025. This is the magic key for that market. You're looking at it. Now it's trying to climb again, trying to break that number. It's gonna try one more time, break the 33. If we look, guys, the market is speaking to you. The market is talking to you. You just need to listen. If we look at the way it came in the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, it's telling you, hey, buddy, I'm having a problem here. Houston, we have a problem. And you are, when a trader ignoring the signal, it is the trader's fault. It's not the system fault. And right now the ES is trying. Look, when it started blinking, that means the buyers are on the wagon and trying to break that area here. And let's see if they are able to break it. They did. And let's see if they're going to able. And this is what ignite the NASDAQ. And now every one of them is going to be a home run. if this ES can hold above the 33,025, and then it's done. What time is it? It's 11:31, right on the spot. I would love to see that ES bar close above. NASDAQ, you will pay attention. The target is 93.40. Pay attention or mark it on your chart because now we're getting close. Mark on your chart 93.24 and 93.37, please. Those are your resistance level. The one on the right corner, it is the market analyzer for the scalper system. And let's look what's going on the scalper. I like the scalper, this one here. Also the same level we're talking about. We're about to hit the target. This is 1,145 on that one. And then we have the gold. Let's go one by one. The CL is sinking. ES no trade. Russell gold and YM 300. And the YM is about to close, but the NASDAQ did extremely well on the 30 seconds scalping. And now if we look at the market analyzer, we have 528 ticks into the total profit from the last entry signal. On the scalper, we have 369 ticks based on the last entry signal. And as we see, look at this NASDAQ is coming right to the 93.23. We told you to be careful with it. And the symmetry automated trade give us an early prediction on the CL short. And now we are about to close those trades on the CL. Is about to close the third one. This is the market analyzer, and this is the symmetry. We had a losing trade on the ES, and which we were much higher on the ES, but we had a losing trade. Welcome to trade, and you have to accept that. We did very well, non-stop winning trade. But then we slacked back on two trades. If you go back to the video, you will find out we lost two contracts. We cashed in on two, and we lost on two. And that's why we have it a setback on the symmetry. And now we have one more trade on the CL, and that will give us if you notice, folks, an hour ago, the symmetry was different numbers. It was the ES higher numbers, and practically the CL was a flat. And we were around 1500. 2 hours later, we're still around 1500. But now we have more money on the CL and less money on the ES. So this is a message to this guy came in that being a trading 24/7 does not mean this is a brilliant idea. I think it's a suicide idea. You always have to think you are in Las Vegas trying to play blackjack. Don't expect to win on every run, so on every round. So now it is a broke even on the CL. Doesn't matter which direction it's gonna take, but still it's the 1500. If you go back on this video, everything we say is right there. 1500 it was an hour ago, and $1,500 dollars still an hour later. It was the same amount of money. And we have proven for the last year and the year before on a YouTube that being in the market, auto trading 24/7 is not healthy. You cannot auto trade 24/7. And a close position on that now is 1138 based on two instruments, ES and CL. Everybody can afford ES and CL. Everybody can afford those here, a couple ES and a couple CL. Those are much, much less than a $5,000 immersion. And this is a very acceptable, we are done with this auto trade, and now we are going, as we said, once we cross the ES, we're gonna have a home run straight to the target. And as we see, if we are crossing this on the Nasdaq, the next level you need to worry about is 93.36, and the target, I'm not sure, is 1138. The target system is expecting to exit at 33.0550, but we have a heavy resistance at 33.0475. Call it off at 33.0475. There is only a couple ticks away, and don't be milking the market all the way. So this is a very good on the I7, the Nasdaq. We are already on the last entry. We got the 2,100 on the ES. How much we got on the ES? We got on the last entry 1,175 on the last entry with the I7. So that's okay. You know, we are putting everything together now. So that's very good. What else we have? There is not much left. So, folks, please try to mark where I tell you to mark. If this ES go below 33.0025, call it off, close your ES. Or once it hit 33.04, close your position on the ES. Nasdaq, close your position right here, right now. And if you are stubborn, you need to close position at 93.36. YM, I mean, there is a pullback re-entry, but I'm not gonna. YM, there is a pullback re-entry on 28, but all depends on the ES. I don't know. I cannot predict an hour from now. On the YM, you can close your trade. Two options at 28856, or if you want to, you can, if it breaks the 28813, you need to close position. I'm gonna stay a few more minutes to see. I'm very curious before I start get out of hand here with everybody talking to me. I'm really curious about where this market going, so I'm gonna stick for a few seconds to see if this Nasdaq able to break it, and the ES able to climb to the 3304. It is for my own amusement to see how good we are. So let's see. So I'm gonna stay quiet, and it is a very, very. Okay, guys, it's not gonna happen. It seems like it's gonna drive you crazy, and this is a re-entry point here at the YM. The market is finished, is over, is 1144. We did maximize on it. Believe me or not, there is a lot of traders that have been around for over 25 years. And today, it was extremely chop market, and a lot of people have got their account damaged today. And we managed to survive beautifully on an extremely chop, horrible market, and that it is very good if we can survive a chop. I love the best challenge for me is when we can survive a chop market, because when the market is running, everything is easy. The auto trade spit money like a crazy, and everything, no matter what you do, you start making money. And this is what's supposed to do when the market is moving. The market is practically print money. But when the market is getting in a chop, this is the biggest challenge, and you cannot avoid a chop. You're gonna have a chop days, practically two days a week, or 1 day a week, and and uh, uh, and those days are the horrible days, because this is where if you cannot predict it, you can lose all your profit for that week. So when your auto trade can survive a chop market, this is a good auto trade. It's not some kind of a PDF, a pre-made. You can make a PDF in 5 minutes. With this technology, you can do it less than 5 minutes. What is on the PDF is something else, and whereas on struggling and trying to survive a chop market, it is a total different story, because if we want to go on that direction, which a lot of amateur traders do it, if that's what they are looking for, this is a 2 days, 4,390, profit factor 146, blah, 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 blah. But this is not real. What is real is, yes, and we can load 30 days in there, and we can make it a brilliant numbers. And this is, sadly, that's what, let me show you something here. And you want to print out on the PDF with this one here? Would you like us to give you PDF? We can give you PDF, giving you performance. You want performance? We'll give you performance. Is this what you're looking for especially amateur traders ask this. Is this what you're looking for? 30 days, profit 17,680, profit factor, blah, 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 numbers of trade, blah, blah, blah. Is this what you're looking for? Then you are a dreamer. Because this, I will never send it to client that an auto trade makes $17,000 and less than, and I can make it much higher. You want it higher? I can make it much higher. I can also make it beautifully high. Is this what you're looking for? Does mean you are a dreamer. There we go. You want more money? Here, I'll make you PDF with more money. Now we are up to $41,000 in 1 month. Is this what you really want? Do you really think is this how you want to trade on a chop market? This is a lot of traders, they ask to send that. I refuse to send that. All what I say is our system is stable. But I will not send garbage like this out to a trader, especially if he is naive, amateur trader, daydreamer, and he thinks he's going to buy an auto trade and make $41,000 on the CL, another $41,000 on an ES, another $40,000 on the NASDAQ. And then, no, I will not do that. For the guys asking for a PDF, there we go. Here's your PDF. But the reality, folks, we are not in this business, and we're no longer desperate to collect customers. This is not real. What I wanted, the reality, which most of you calling us, telling us you're bored with your job. Some of us, they want to divorce their wives. They want a good auto trade so they can leave their wives. One guy have a retarded son. He want to buy him an auto trade. We've heard all the stories. But the reality is, guys, this is no hot air balloon. You have to learn the market, and you have to survive a chop market. If you can survive a chop market on $300 a day, on $400 a day, on $250 on a chop a day, you are one of the best traders. It doesn't matter if today you make $1,000 or $200. The secret is how to survive volatility, how to survive chop market. And if you can survive a chop market, even if you break even, I can take that. If you don't lose money in the chop market, and you are even, I respect you, because when the market it moves, the auto trade, they're gonna print out money. This is not it. And when the market is not move, the auto trade, any kind of auto trade, is gonna suck your money out of your account like a vacuum cleaner. This is reality, folks. We can sit down and daydream. Oh, if I trade the CL on a Renko bar, I can make 40,000. No, this is what you've been fed, and we're not gonna feed you that. We're gonna bring you down and say, "Hello, wake up," you know, and have coffee, don't drink, and let's talk, you know. So stability in the trading is your key to success, not Renko bar, not a PDF, not past results. Past results has no impact on the future results. Today we made on that trade on the ES $1,000. Fine. Tomorrow could be 100 banana, not $1,000. I cannot promise tomorrow that ES can make 1,000, but I can limit it your losses and get in trouble in the market. That is reality. That is true reality. So we have this, or we can go in the evening after the fact and show you a couple of auto trades and call it off for you. One day we show you Renko bar, because today the only thing worked is the Renko. Tomorrow we jump on a different type of chart. The day after we show you different type of chart, because there is no stability. And that's all what they can do. Come at night and present something not realistic. Today is 177 ticks. Tomorrow is 277 ticks. The day after is a Renko bar. So there is no stability in the time frame. So which one you have to use tomorrow? So what we are trying to keep you on the minute, and what we are doing here, we are providing one of is the best auto trade ever you can get, but in the same time, I'm forcing in the package the signal and trying to tell the trader, here is your auto trade, abuse it, take, trade as much as you can, but come to me a little bit and try to understand what's going on in the market. Because once you understand what's going on in the market, and you say, today, oh man, it's chop. I'm going to wait another 15, 20 minutes before I start turning on this little thing. So when you start recognizing what's going on in the market, that is your key to success, not a mechanical automated trade. By itself is not enough. You have to look at it. We can provide the best auto trade in the market, but still I would love to drag you for free. Not if I'm trying to charge you monthly payment, I can understand there is some beef in it for me. But when I'm trying to drag you to look at the market for free and come to my level a little bit, try to understand what's going on in the market for your own safety, because this is not a kid's game. This is where a lot of people can lose a lot of money, and there is some people can make tons of money. It is key to success or failure by reading the market. You can avoid it this year, next year, or the year after, but you cannot pretend it does not exist. It does exist. And I swear to God, I'm trying to give it to you the way it is. After 28 years, I wish somebody 28 years ago come and put some common sense in my head. I have to pay very high price to learn the hard way. I'm a very conservative trader. I'm not an aggressive trader. And that's what keeps me surviving. I want to say thank you very much. God bless you all. And please be careful. Rest of the day, it's going to be chop, 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 chop all the way. And maybe, call it off for today, or turn on your sim and try to go on a sim and practice as much as you can. God bless you all, and see you another day. Bye for now. We'll see you on, it will not be a live trade tomorrow. We will see you.